For the first time in this Eastern Conference semifinals matchup, we got both Jimmy Butler and Julius Randle on the court. They both been dealing with some ankle injuries. Randle missed game 1, Butler missed game 2. As we shift to South Beach, who shall take the 2-1 series lead? Miami got out to a great start. As you see, Butler's ankle looks pretty good. He makes the mid-range jump shot. And then how about Max Strus? He's not dealing with ankle injuries. He goes up and throws it down. Beautiful outlet pass from K-Love. More Butler. Jimmy Butler said, look, I can throw it down. I just like to save my energy. Miami energy was on full display. They're up 11. Knicks were not as energetic in game 3. As a matter of fact, they just missed shot after shot. You saw Randle, Quinn Grimes, and RJ Barrett all fail to make three-pointers, and Miami made a couple more. It's Kyle Lowry putting the Heat up by 19. Oh boy, we're still in the second quarter. It's Butler attacking the rim. That dude counts plus the foul. Third quarter, Max Strus can go get a bag this offseason. If I were a team out there, I would sign Max Strus. Butler and the Heat continue to play harder than the Knicks. Maybe a little too hard. Butler slides to the ground. He would be okay. It looked ugly, but Jimmy B's a trooper. He nails the jump shot that puts Miami up by 20. Butler had 28 points to lead everybody in scoring. Could the Knicks make a run? Jalen Brunson had 20 points of his own. That cuts New York's deficit down to 13. They just were not good enough on either end of the court. Look at Butler find Bam Adebayo inside. 17 points, 12 rebounds for the big fella. It's Miami winning game 3 by 19. What's up, everybody? It's yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Hoops FERRO. If you're enjoying the great quality content, please make sure you hit subscribe on the channel so you get notified when your boy drops videos first.
Shot clock at 10. Butler penetrates into the lane, stops, fires underneath, and Adebayo with the slam.
What a pass. That was a great pass and a terrific finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Knick Nation. I'm sorry. I got to be honest with you guys. Y'all got a problem on y'all hands. And I hate this because I actually like this. This guy's one of my favorite players in the league, but he just can't score in the playoffs. The New York Knicks got a Julius Randle problem, a real one. This is a real problem now. We have enough playoff catalog from Randle to say, okay, this dude's got a problem. Here's the reality. You got guys like Anthony Davis that get in their own head and they have bad games. But when I look at a guy like AD, I think to myself, this ironically, former Kentucky top-tier prospect like Randle, AD gets into his own head and can cause himself to have bad games. I don't think this is the same situation that's going on with Julius Randle. I got enough games, enough film to look at Randle. I'm watching these games second for second. I don't think Randle's not only just in his own head, I don't think he can score, even if he wanted to, even if his mental was perfectly fine, which I'm not saying it is right now. Clearly, he knows he's been struggling in the playoffs over the last few years. I don't think if Randle wanted to, he could have a good game. Look, we have seen multiple centers have success at locking up Randle, and it's happening again. Miami's doing it again. Bam Adebayo's having a lot of success on Randle. Kevin Love, a guy that was never the best defender in his heyday, let alone now. I mean, these guys are guarding Randle straight up and down, and one guy's enough. You're not even having to bring a double, which really hurts the Knicks offense when they're trying to free up guys like Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. Julius Randle can be guarded with one guy, and he can't score. No matter how bad he wants, you could clearly see this dude wants it as bad as anybody on the court. But for whatever reason, you can predict where he's going, and you can stop Julius Randle. A lot of guys around the league say he's got some of the more predictable moves that they see from an all-star caliber guy. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not a hooper, but a lot of hoopers have said Randle's got a predictable skill set, and you kind of can predict his next move on the court. Obviously, in the regular season, he can get off because guys are just going 60, 70% to get through. But in the playoffs where every possession matters, Guys are locking in and locking up Randle. It's not the first time we've seen this happen, not the second time we've seen this happen. I mean, I can count on my hand maybe 3 games from Randle in the playoffs as a Knick that I can say he did his thing. But more than 85 to 90% of Randle's games in the playoffs have been underwhelming. And I think the Knicks got a lot of questions. Because right now, you got a guy in Randle who can be your number 1 in the regular season. I've never seen this before. A guy that goes from number 1 to looks like a number 3 or number 4 in the playoffs. Like, I've never seen that one. I'm talking about a guy that could legit be your number 1, which I believe Randle to be. I know a lot of people gave Jalen Brunson credit in the regular season. I watched a lot of Knick games. To me, the best Knick was Julius Randle throughout the season. That was me. I thought he had an incredible bounce-back year. But in the playoffs, it's no secret. Randle's not the 1 and he's not the 2. Can the Knicks go out and bring in a 3rd star guy? Is that guy even out there? Is it Giannis? Heard that rumbling over the last few days. Is there a guy out there that the Knicks could bring in? And would they even keep Randle? And because if you do a trade, you're going to have to give up Randle most likely. What is out there for the Knicks to keep Randle, I guess is the question. So move away from Giannis. What could the Knicks potentially do to keep Randle on their roster? I guess who could they bring in to make Randle the 3rd option, keep him comfortable, keep him happy? I mean, obviously they went after Donovan Mitchell last year. If you're going to keep Randle on the team, in theory, and I don't think they're moving Brunson. I think they got their guy with his dad being in the organization. They're not moving Jalen Brunson. He's there to stay. They got him at a discount now. It looked like they overpaid for him last offseason. That looks like they underpaid for Brunson. He's going to be their point guard. You would have to go trade R.J. Barrett, center a deal around R.J. Barrett and Obi Toppin, and that would be what you would need to use to go get a guy that's got to be a 2 guard. I mean, obviously Donovan Mitchell was the guy that they wanted last offseason. They got to go get a guy that makes sense to be that can be a number 1 that's comfortable letting Randle rock out in the regular season, but is an ISO scorer that can get you a bucket in the playoffs right now. That's what they're missing, which, again, Donovan Mitchell fits the description, but now he's in Cleveland for the long haul. I believe so, at least, the next couple years. Can the Knicks go find another guy like that? Because right now they just don't have enough offense to compete with Miami. The Heat probably will win this one in 5. We shall see. Miami takes game 3.